The Silent Patriot, Donald Trump's Journey of Hidden Kindness. It was a crisp autumn morning in a quiet corner of Pennsylvania. Donald Trump, no longer the President of the United States, stood at the edge of a bustling small-town diner. Dressed in a plain navy jacket, jeans, and a baseball cap pulled low over his recognizable face, he blended into the crowd. The once flashy tycoon and powerful leader had chosen a quieter life after leaving office, one focused on understanding the everyday struggles of Americans. Trump was no stranger to luxury and power, but the stories of veterans he had met during his presidency had left a lasting impression. One story in particular haunted him: a soldier named Matt who had lost his leg in Afghanistan. Matt had told him, with tears in his eyes, "Mr. President, I came back, but I left a piece of me there. Some days I wonder if what I gave was even worth it." Those words had stayed with Trump, echoing in his mind long after the applause of rallies and the flash of cameras had faded. A quiet diner encounter. The diner was alive with chatter and the aroma of coffee and freshly baked pie. Trump slid into a booth in the corner, his cap shadowing his face. He ordered a simple black coffee and began scanning the room. His attention was drawn to a man limping between tables. The man, dressed in a worn-out uniform, was clearing dishes with slow, deliberate movements. Despite his evident struggle, he greeted every customer with a warm smile and a polite, "Thank you for coming." This man, as Trump would later learn, was Jake, a retired Marine who had served 3 tours overseas. Jake's prosthetic leg was visible beneath his work pants, and the strain of balancing on it was apparent. Trump watched as Jake helped an elderly couple carry their plates, laughing softly at their jokes. His kindness stood out, even in the face of exhaustion. A conversation of resilience. When Jake finally approached Trump's table, he was greeted with a familiar, commanding voice. "You're working hard out here," Trump said casually. Jake, unaware of who he was speaking to, smiled and replied, "Gotta keep moving, sir. That's how you get through life." Trump nodded, intrigued. "What's your story?" he asked, his tone genuine. Jake hesitated for a moment before sitting down for a breather. He shared how he had lost his leg during a rescue mission in Iraq. "I came back a hero," Jake said bitterly, "but medals don't pay the bills. I've got 2 kids at home and a wife who's been my rock, but it's tough. Every day is a battle." As Jake spoke, Trump listened intently. This man who had sacrificed so much was now struggling to keep his family afloat. It wasn't right, Trump thought. Jake wasn't bitter, though. His humility and resilience shone through every word. A hidden act of kindness. Trump left the diner that day with a plan. He worked quietly, contacting local businesses and veteran organizations. Using his resources discreetly, he arranged for Jake's family to receive financial assistance, medical care, and an opportunity for Jake to open a small workshop, a dream Jake had mentioned in passing during their conversation. A week later, Jake received a letter in the mail. Inside was a simple note: "Your service and strength inspire us all. Consider this a small thank you from someone who believes in you." Alongside the note was the deed to a small workshop downtown, fully paid for. Jake was overwhelmed. He tried to trace the source of the gift, but found no name, no signature. It was as if the gesture had come from an invisible hand. The revelation: months later, at the grand opening of Jake's workshop, a familiar figure walked in. The crowd fell silent as Donald Trump, still in his signature cap, stepped forward. Jake froze, realizing the truth. Trump extended a hand, and Jake, overcome with emotion, shook it. "You didn't have to do this," Jake said, his voice breaking. "But you did." Trump smiled. Jake, What you've done for this country is more than I could ever repay. This is just a small token of appreciation. You remind us all what it means to be strong, to keep moving forward no matter the odds. A legacy of kindness. Jake's workshop became more than just a business. It became a sanctuary for veterans. He hired other retired soldiers, teaching them skills and offering them a place to rebuild their lives. Trump visited quietly from time to time, always keeping a low profile, but watching with pride as Jake's small workshop became a symbol of hope. Years later, when asked about the mysterious donor who had changed his life, Jake would simply smile and say, "It was someone who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, and that's all that mattered." The message. This story isn't just about Donald Trump or Jake. It's about the power of unseen kindness. Sometimes the greatest impact comes from the smallest gestures, and true strength is found in lifting others up. Every sacrifice, every struggle carries the potential to bring new hope. Jake, I still can't believe it. You didn't have to do this, but you did. Why? Trump, Jake, what you've done for this country, your sacrifices, your strength, can never be repaid. This is just a small way of saying thank you. You remind all of us what it means to keep moving forward, no matter the odds. Jake, you've given me and my family more than I could ever dream of. But it's not just about the workshop or the help, it's about hope. You gave us that. Trump, sometimes the smallest gesture can inspire the biggest change. The real credit belongs to you, Jake. You've turned your pain into strength, your struggles into inspiration. This workshop, it's going to change lives. Jake, I'll make sure of it, and I'll never forget what you've done for us. Trump, you've already done more than enough. Just keep being you. That's all this world needs. Thanks for watching Storytime with Elif. If you like the story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Your next story is just a click away. Hit that subscribe button and join the adventure today. See you soon. Goodbye.